Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless C. So we're in the Empire of Hands. We're about to check out those various options that we have now that the Zeppelin is complete. I've also been increasing my stats. I've increased my iron all the way to 105 after bonuses. Only because that is apparently the threshold. Well, either 104 or 105. I went for a few more explosions, of course. For maximum efficiency, because that brings me to the point where I deal just flat out 30 to 40 damage with a 17-point bonus, which is like 2 points higher than last time, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, just because I like this number, obviously it doesn't really make a huge difference in the long run. I mean, I guess in the long run it does. In a very long fight it will make for a bit extra damage, but you know. I just like having the number be over 100, and I figured I'd go just a little bit further for this nice round number here. And I was going to, or I'm still going to, probably increase my hearts to 100 because I can. That will leave me with, with 5 more secrets, just as an emergency reserve, I suppose, just in case I need them for something else. And also, please excuse any construction noise that you might hear. This is just this current construction project right outside my window. Well, really, the entire street is just never ending, apparently. They're currently busy sawing into pieces the old street lamps, which is kind of wild. I've never seen anything like that. I can only assume they're replacing them with something. Or maybe they're too long? I don't know. Just a guy with a buzz saw just sawing a 10-meter street lamp into pieces. It's not something you see every day. Anyway, unfortunately it's also kind of noisy. So, where was I? Right, I was going to use the Nacreous Survivors services, and I clicked on this once. And yeah, I got this same thing, which is kind of an interesting. Unfortunately, it increases terror, so maybe it's not the best option, unless there's also a chance for a rarer kind of occurrence that gives you more. I don't know, maybe there is with most, if not all, officers, and I've just been using these stat increase services too irregularly to really notice. Either way, this minimal amount of terror is not a problem, obviously. But this text is kind of funny. Stir, lift your hand from the stool. Open your eyes. The outcast has Gnostic secrets of profound culinary import to impart. Even its lesser revelations are enough to touch your dreams with the dread of drowning. Perhaps fortunately, it gets so excited when it talks about the greater revelations that you don't have any idea what the hell it's on about. Yeah, it's probably for the better. Anyway, yep, it's the same again. Same increases, same everything. Getting tiny amounts of fragments here. I actually get, or rather you get not insignificant amounts of fragments whenever the explosion happens and you get more iron from the cannoneer. So, yeah, in doing this like 5 times? No, wait. Where did we start? Did I do it 6 times? I think we started at 93, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, in doing so, I actually gained another secret, so that was nice. Also, yeah, I just want to go 2 more times here. And there you go, 100 hearts, just because why not? And I guess I could keep pushing this further, obviously, but maybe I'll try to see if I can actually get 100 in all the stats. Just start working on these remaining ones. I still don't have an officer who trains pages, though, I don't think. So that's going to be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I guess there just isn't a way to specifically train this then, unless I do find someone who will train it. Or maybe I'm just forgetting about someone. It happens all the time, really. Let's see here. I also wanted to remind myself... Right, all that we actually need is the Blemmigan, which we do have the honey for. All I need to do is visit the Atlas room, not accidentally get rid of my Strange Catch or Mute Assault, or solace fruits, and then we can help her. Yeah, so we should be able to just do that as soon as we are back to London and, you know, depart on our next big mission into the unknown. Exciting. Although that's probably still a couple of episodes in the future. Let's see. With you, ask about the Khanate. Wait. He needs to find help in the Khanate to enact his revenge. Ooh, do I know about this? What is that all about? I don't know that I've seen this option before. Or maybe I did and didn't have a ton of supplies to spare at the time and decided to postpone it and then just completely forgot. But I thought I looked through all my officers recently and don't remember seeing this. Anyway, let's do that because I am planning to visit the Khanate very soon, actually. Foolish help. London isn't the first city that's been brought down here. The Carganians came down on the last one. On the last one? Okay. Their ancestors, I mean, they fell into the service of the kings behind mirrors. The sensible ones thought better of it and made a sensible exit to found the new Khanate on the salt steppes. Nothing remains of the others. A lesson in the dangers of meddling with finger kings. As is this, he taps his hook. But meddling will out. It always does. Some of the Carganians are still silly enough to preserve the arts of their ancestors. It's the silly ones I hope to find. Okay, the magician's story continues, unexpectedly. So... Ask again about the Khanate. He needs to help. He needs to find help in the Khanate to enact his revenge. What kind of help? Invite him to dinner and ask about it. I mean... No, wait. Okay, that's just to repeat that. Silly Carganians. So, the ones in the... like... in Count's Shadow? I have no idea. But I'll just revisit the 3 different Khanate ports and hopefully we'll find some way to progress his story there. Well, with you... we know we don't have anything to do. The Poissonnier wants to go to Khan's Heart. That was my primary reason to visit the Khanate. This guy? No, nothing new still. Should have checked out his heart increase option once. But no, maybe in the future. It's fine. And the ones I have equipped, well, I know about him, it, and him, I guess? She increases hearts, of course. Well, and we're done with her story, And for her, I think we still need to discover some place or places of import. Yeah, mastered the map. Whether that really... entered every house of power. Whether that means you really have to uncover the entirety of the map or visit all the important places. I'm pretty close to doing both of those things, so maybe not too much longer until we can actually make some sort of progress with her. Maybe learn about what she's even all about. What her quest might be all about. Anyway, okay, that's a lot of introductory stuff out of the way. Manual save. I was also thinking about, actually, yes, let's do a new one. I was also thinking about scouting ahead. Actually, I was really going to do that, and I just forgot mostly. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess I changed my plans when I saw the somewhat interesting flavor text for the Nacreous Survivor, and decided to record from there. I was going to head down to the Gant Pole and look around for that Thalati monster, I think, that I'm pretty sure I've seen somewhere around there, but that wasn't there last time. I guess it just has a chance to spawn, and I was going to maybe just, reload a few times to make that happen. But I was also going to return to the Empire of Hands and record, check out these options here. So let's try this. Wait. Huh. All I need is a flare to do that. Interesting. Steal a Zeppelin. Okay, wait. So I hadn't actually seen this option before? Or... Monkey Emperor's Favor 2. I guess I don't have that? Traveling Light. So I need Salt's attention and Storm's attention. The latter of which I don't have. Okay. The East beckons. With the blessing of Storm and Salt, your crew will will trade Z for Sky. You will need to get behind the Emperor, though, to stab him in the back. Right, that was an option, though, wasn't it? Destroy the Zeppelin. The Great Exodus cannot be allowed to happen. Luckily, you know a little something about hydrogen. That little something being that it's highly flammable, I guess. Check on the Zeppelin. To the east or to the south, it transpires that your help meant the Zeppelin was finished far earlier than expected, and the Wild Court has yet to decide where to go. Both factions are likely still arguing about it in the Silent Gallery. Right, yes, we had seen that before. I guess I just never did check out these options last time. Poker on the shore? No. Perhaps not. Sail, Wild Court, continue. Silent Gallery, continue. Gain the Emperor's Favor. Wait, but where was the backstab option? I swear. Wait, gain the Emperor's Favor. Ah, yes, okay. I see. So the actual option to steal is not here, but I don't have Salt's attention, or Storm's, whichever one it was. I guess I could look up how to get that, just to be able to check out this option, because it does seem interesting, of course. Then again, the last end the game for something special to happen option turned out to be kind of lame, at least, you know, in terms of the actual in-game description. Still fascinating in concept, though. Well, either way, it doesn't look like we're going to be actually acquiring an airship to use. It's just... But I would like to see what that special item is, or that something special that a new captain would start with. Maybe there is an airship, I don't know. It could be. I mean, mechanically, I could see that working out. Anyway, let's start by checking out these options, right? Gain the Emperor's Favor, which does not require any items or anything. Now there's an idea, a shame it's so well guarded. You would need to get behind him if you want to stab him in the back. An offer is made. The exquisite seneschal bows politely. You have done quite enough for the court, she assures you. None could possibly ask for a finer friend to... The human may approach. The seneschal's powdered face turns a shade paler. An occurrence. You have Emperor fans Monkey Emperor Favor. Quality is now 1. The Monkey Emperor's price is high, but if you want to steal his prize... Okay, her master's voice. The exquisite seneschal falls silent as you approach the golden throne, close enough to see the fury in the Emperor's eyes. Behind the mask. Your people, your precious admiralty. He pauses to spit. Your bad masters. Do not think us unaware of what you say about us in your ivory towers. Us poor little primitives daring to dream ourselves your equals. The exquisite seneschal backs away. Her emperor's tone is caramel laced with glass. 15 souls united in hate. You wish my favor? He gestures for a box. I wish for fire. I wish for flame. I wish for those who have starved us to lie in the streets, their corpses spurned by the rats and the mangiest of your hounds. All this was to come to pass before the voyage. All was planned, but time. The box is pressed into your hands. I grant you a chance, then, to use as you will. Deliver this. Throw it to the Z. It matters little. If not today, then some generation hence your people shall learn regret for their sins. Let me, however, travel on the wings of that satisfaction, and you shall stand by me in the Second Empire. He flicks a hand. Now get out of my sight. Interesting. The Monkey Emperor's Wrath. A box of incendiary documents. Simply being aware of some of them is against laws too secret to have been written. Okay. What are we supposed to do with that? Throw it into the sea? Wait. Deliver this? Throw it to the sea? It matters little. Oh, so we're actually supposed to deliver it. I see, okay. But where? How? What? We can still pick these options. Hold on. Continue. Back. a box. But... Huh? Cannot be sold. I know. What am I supposed to do with them? Where am I supposed to deliver them? I don't understand. He didn't say that, did he? Am I dumb? Did he say it? Huh. Well, I mean, I guess I could try to fulfill his, well, quote-unquote request. And also get whichever god's attention I'm missing to be able to check out this the option of stealing the Zeppelin. But let's first see what happens when I choose the other options. As I said, I mean, I feel like role-playing wise, I should go with the Elder Continent option just in case it somehow helps me. So let's experiment with this one first. Past the uttermost edge. Uncharted Z. Who knows what lies beyond the darkness? The Pentecost apes would not simply be explorers, but pioneers. The first known travelers out in darknesses where none have even heard of humans. Probably. It's not a tale you can tell with any real conviction, but it boosts their ego. As you leave, they are already arguing over the wardrobe they will need to give the best impression on their future friends and slaves. Lost the Z story, gain 25 fragments. That's it, huh? Oh, okay, and now of course I can't suggest anything else, which kind of makes sense. Okay, let me just pick this again and see what I missed. Surely I must have missed something. You wish my favor. I wish for fire, I wish for flame. I wish for those who have starved us to lie in the streets, their corpses spurned by the rats and the mangiest of your hounds. All this was to come to pass before the voyage. All was planned, but time. Okay, so he wants to see London fall. Maybe London and the Khanate, maybe all the other powers, but primarily London? The Precious Admiralty, the Bad Masters. I grant you a chance then to use as you will. Deliver this. Well, okay, deliver it to London, I can only assume. Interestingly, actually throwing it to the Z is not an option because it's not a physical item in my inventory. Intriguing. But, yeah, okay. Okay, well, in that case, they're not actually going to depart, ever. The only option is to give them a suggestion and get maybe some little reward out of that. Destroying the Zeppelin outright, which is going to cause, well, I don't know what that would do for me. Or actually stealing the Zeppelin, and thus ending the game. Interesting. What was I gonna do? Wildville Court, continue, gallery, continue. Well then, let's see what this suggestion does. Endless adventure. Just think of it, the Elder Continent in all its wonder and majesty. There a monkey can be free to build, to farm, to swing in the trees that at least they know are there and almost certainly don't bite. You're filling their heads with third-hand stories, myths and nonsense, but they drink it up. As you leave, they are already arguing about which legendary creatures sound the most delicious. Okay, that's ultimately the exact same. 25 fragments and that's that. Okay, well then, I guess we will accept this quest, I suppose. As for whether I actually want to go through with that, I mean, I guess I'll give it a try in London, and maybe it will. Maybe this information is so spicy that it will actually cause chaos in London and cause the Admiralty to fall. Could that possibly be a thing? I mean, there's only one way to find out. Well, two ways if you count just reading it up in the wiki, but yeah. I guess what I will do, though... Okay, hold on. first. Zeppelin, continue. Wait, they are ready to depart. Okay, so you had to suggest something. Oh. Okay. Right. Never mind. I guess I will give that a try then. So for stealing the Zeppelin, we need to gain one more favor, which I guess is done by delivering the documents as requested. And yeah, I also have to find out how to gain Storm's attention. Let me just look that up. Even I might not be able to do this because I think I defied the gods early in this playthrough. I hope. I mean, that didn't stop me from getting Salt's attention, so I guess the gods exist, and whether I believe in them or not is they don't care about. So anyway, Storm's attention. Let's see. Okay, so gaining Storm's attention can be done at Wither at the temple, only if you're not defiant, of course, and it costs some resources, which, well, I would just have to get. It's nothing too outrageous. Plus, there is apparently also a random event that can happen at Wither itself, which just gives it to you. So I guess, well, depending on whether I am defined or not, I'm gonna try to check that as soon as I'm out of this menu here. I might be able to do that. Of course, since I'm not really planning to overthrow the Admiralty or end the game by taking the Zeppelin and, you know, flying off to distant lands. I would have to do that in some sort of, well, yeah, I'd have to save beforehand before doing any of that, and then try to do all of the necessary steps as quickly as possible, I guess, just to see this ending, which will require going, well, at least back all the way to London and Wither, and then all the way back to the Empire. So a little bit annoying, a little bit of sailing around, but I might be able to do it. Anyway, it's an option to maybe try to keep in mind. So since this is an option now, since it is an actual option, let's check it out. Dawn of a New Empire. You watch the launch preparations of the soaring glory of Emperor Crispin IV, greatest of his name, surrounded by hundreds of excited monkeys. The soaring glory of etc., etc., etc. Yes. The Emperor is carried past the guards and up the ramp on a sedan chair. After him, in uniforms of gold and purple, walk the nobility. They are followed by the mandarins, led by the exquisite seneschal. Next to board are the lower-souled monkeys, who... The guards open fire with their rifles, holding back the crowd as the ramp is pulled up. A sea of betrayed faces can only stare in horror as the soaring glory rises into the sky and turns toward the outer continent, as suggested by me, taking with it their stockpiled food and the last of their hopes. The howl grows angrier with each new voice. Yikes. Oh, and I lose these documents? I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I guess I lose them in the sense that now that the Emperor is gone, the Empire is basically no longer there. These lost their importance. 50 fragments for that. Something somewhere has changed, you say? Yeah, I guess the Emperor of Hands would have changed, huh? Subtle reload here. Change of scenes. Poke around the shore. Sibylla's mayor. Darling, do come in. Sell your soul, acquire fresh supplies, emergency fuel. No, thanks. So no mention here of what has happened. Sovereign Island. The Zeppelin is gone, the court remains. An angry mob. Pentecost apes from across the Empire are massing outside the Wild court, screaming for answers and comfort those inside cannot give. The Empress is still, the Adventuress is still there. They released her. How thoughtful. She sees you over the crowd. Ah, she shouts. Capitano! She strides through the crowd, her hair and clothes encrusted with dry bits of egg and tomato, and thinks better not even recognized. Capitano, I wanted you to know I bear you no grudges. Have you ever been to a place called, Saviour's Rocks? The monkeys tell me it is most interesting. You have run faster in the past, but not often. Wait, okay. So we don't even have the option to participate in whatever plans she might have, whatever she might be scheming. Yeah, I guess it's for the better. Attempt to enter the Wild Court. The soldiers once again bar your passage. An empire betrayed. Outsiders are no longer welcome. And that's that, huh? Fair enough, I guess. Okay. Could still go to Fountainhead Island to dig for treasure. Go to Halfsec Village. Where, let me just check. Obviously, now we can't do that anymore, but... Since when was the village full of Pentecost apes? Oh, never mind. The options are different now. Interesting. Council of War. Since when was the village full of Pentecost apes? It wasn't. Okay, sure. Let's take a look at this then. Ah, there you are. About time too. With the might of the Empire now gone, the boisterous pirate and his crew are preparing an assault on what was the Whitebill Court. Interesting. Many of the betrayed monkeys have joined them in an odd attempt at rebellion. At the very least, we'll go out fighting, yes? He booms, clapping you hard enough on the shoulder. And who knows, maybe one day we'll make ourselves a proper home of this place yet. You leave them to it. He has this in hand. Okay. Interesting. Wait, but didn't I... Council of War. Oh. Wait, no. Didn't I click on the Lost Treasure Hunter? He looks up, eyes gleaming. I have it, he declares. Oh, you can no longer buy stuff from him. I wanted to see if I could actually buy a flare to destroy the Zeppelin, because, you know, curiosity and all that. But I guess not. Anyway, let's reload to before any of this ever happened. I doubt the departure itself is going to be any different depending on where I suggest they go, because I'm sure the result is going to be the same. The betrayal is going to happen either way. But just in case, silent gallery, continue, past the outermost edge, go, continue, return, continue. Did I return one too many times? I have no idea. Port Stanton, Zeppelin, continue. Flight of the Soaring Lorry. And that is exactly the same, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it would be. Okay, so the pirates are preparing to attack, but they're not actually doing it? Or are they? Maybe, okay. It didn't seem like I triggered anything by heading over here and visiting their Council of War. Join a raid on the Empire. I mean, that's not that kind of raid, though. It's just the same option as before. And this guy is still raving, obviously. Okay, return to the boat. And now that we've talked to them and learned about their attack plans, is something going to be different here? Attempt to enter? No, nothing happening. Adventurers just... I don't know what she might be planning. Huh. And, I mean, I guess I'll check this place too. But yeah, there's just nothing going on here. A treasure hunt. We need our something awaits you here. Fair enough. Well. Okay. I mean, it looks like actually allowing them to use their Zeppelin to go wherever the heck they want. Or wherever the heck I suggested they go. Is not really doing anything useful, as far as I can tell. This place is just even more chaotic than before. I'm locked myself out of a couple of options that might have been useful before. Like, I cannot trade with the monkeys and court anymore, so good thing I got my romantic literature. Obviously, what I'm really gonna do is not send them away yet. And I'm pretty sure, even if I suggest a destination, so long as I don't watch them depart, they're never gonna depart. So the option to destroy the Zeppelin or steal it for myself are still gonna be there, plus all the, you know, all the services here, such as they are, will still be available. So, let's do this one final time. Continue. suggest the Outer Continent, just because why not? Gain 25 fragments, sure. Gain the Emperor's favor. 20 more fragments and that thing, and if nothing else, we'll see what option that unlocks back in London. But yeah, other than that, I guess we're just done here. Just one final check, actually. Yeah, so these options are still here, of course. The Adventurers are still here. Rotten vegetables, nah, it's fine. We've had our fun. Right, okay. And actually one final thing. The Lost Treasure Hunter, yeah, he's just gone completely crazy now. So no flares to be gotten here. Unfortunate. But if I remember, I'll buy one. I mean, I guess if I'm returning here to... Yeah, obviously I'll just do that. If and when I actually... you know... return here to steal the Zeppelin, I will also bring a flare to check out the destroy option. Just in case. I mean, maybe I want to do that. Maybe that should be my canon decision, ultimately. I mean, either that or sending the Zeppelin away. And thus, you know, plunging the Empire of Hand, such as it is, into chaos. Which is probably ultimately for the better. I mean, a new emperor is going to crown themselves, and you know, things are going to just start all over again in the long run. So maybe it's not going to really change much in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of the Untersee. But I mean, as it is, the Empire is definitely a pretty chaotic force that, you know, it's pretty unpredictable. Either way, for now, I guess we're done here. Yeah, I mean, we have some potentially interesting prospects with that, you know, that information, those documents. And, yeah, we'll see if I'll end up actually stealing the Zeppelin. That depends mostly on whether I can acquire Storm's attention. Oh, right, I wanted to check. Thanks for reminding me, myself. Do I see that icon anywhere? That's not the one. Am I defined in this reality? Right, we also have these things. What can we do with them? Cannot be sold. Why would you ever want... Surely there must be a reason to have more than one of these. This is the only, like, physical reward I got for this entire huge quest of getting the Zeppelin ready. I guess that's a thing I should look up. Surely there must be some use for them. I mean, would Defiant be listed here among curiosities, or is it in the journal? Actually, it might be. The Gods of the Sea. Defiant. You're not yet defined. Oh, never mind. I guess I never did this here. Did that here. Huh. Salt's attention. There are powers. Stone's attention. Okay. So I'm really only missing Storm's attention, which does seem to be the hardest to acquire. And also, I think is the one with the... Or maybe even the only one that has negative consequences. Because it apparently unlocks a random event that can just drive your crew mad. Which is obviously bad. But, okay. Anyway, good to know that that's at least an option still. So, am I okay with everything? Yes, we have picked up the documents. We suggested they go to the Outer Continent, although we're probably never going to send them there, though. So, it doesn't really make a difference. But, be that as it may, our business here is... for the time being, concluded. Awesome. Now, we have quite a bit of business over in Khan's, possibly Khan's Heart Glory. and Shadow, we'll see. Definitely in Khan's heart. I also want to... Did I want to do anything else? Like, we got the song from the hut, so I no longer need that. Yeah. I don't think I have any business in any of the other places along the way, really. Returning to Rek is not going to be useful yet, because we have to go all the way down to Port Carnelian to warn them for the next advancement there. What I do want to do while I'm in the area is head down towards the Gant Pole and see. I want to say that I saw that one sea creature around the base, the underwater portion of the Kelonate. So I'll just head down there, see if I can find something to hunt and send to the Gant Pole, and, you know, I'll meet you there, hopefully with another dying beast to, well, use for haruspicy, was it? Okay. Here we are. I was trying to get the recording to start a little bit sooner than that, but I mean, you can literally see, here's the Gant Pole, and I managed to kill a Thalate literally right outside the gate, so that's kind of perfect, I suppose. In death, the Thalate looks like a grisly collage of an untamed vivisectionist. Mercifully, most of it has stopped moving. Well, let the beast go. Not very far at all. A behemoth goes to die. The crew watches uncomfortably as the red wake spreads. Is this mercy or cruelty? Yeah, I don't know about that. I think that down there might be that submarine? The Irrepressible? So let's not get involved with them at all. A new arrival at the Gant Pole, yes. Assist the fading haruspecs. Guaranteed to work. A few pointed jabs with one of the old sailor's own harpoons keeps the mob at bay. Sever the flesh, whispers the haruspecs. Let the entrails form my path. Somewhere in the blood, guts, and blubber, a pattern emerges. She closes her eyes. There shall be a new horizon. All shall know it, but the king's city will witness it first. The king's city? Well, okay. Flesh reveals all. Prepares to breathe her last. Still learning the ways of haruspicy, whatever. The Gant Pole awaits its next weary beast. Gain 5 intriguing snippets and 100 fragments. Okay. And we can speak with her. Did we unlock anything new? Ask about her, previous visitors, what she seeks down here. No, that's the same. Boost your apprenticeship to a maximum of 3. Oh, right. We cannot do that anymore. Right. I mean, of course, we also don't have recent news, but yeah. So that's that, right? We definitely asked about this before. Painful memory. For many years, I considered Wither my home, a city where answers are forbidden. Futile revenge. Xibalba, right. Which, of course, is not the Mexican underworld per se, but the Mayan, I believe. Yeah, I mean. Anyway. The Art of Haruspicy. The Nearly Dead. Hantilates? Okay. Oh, so we're just not done yet. And there is no further incremental progress, I guess, until we reach some sort of... I don't know. Some sort of value that will actually change something. We can get the port report. Explore further? Oh, interesting. No, I've done this before though, right? Yeah. This is what ultimately led me to the Gant item. And yeah, the dark chamber at the center of this, the dark lake, I guess. In complete blackness, where those weird hermits, those weird naked hermits are gathering, or something like that. Right, and this is also a place we could release a Blemigan. But for now, I don't think I want to do any of those things. They do have shops, mysteriously. Portentum. Stitch and Ivory 4, 3 Tales of Terror. I mean, that would be a way to save some money Once I actually want to acquire that ivory, but I mean that's not worth it, obviously. So we're just gonna go ahead and stock up on some food here. Actually, 20, and let's even go up to 25 fuel, because why not? I could go for more. Honestly, I'm probably gonna need it before I reach London, but we should be fine for now. Save that. And, well, from here, I could keep hunting more monsters, but we're going to be down here again once I'm on my real expedition to find that, mostly to find the King Eater's castle, I think it was, to assemble my engine. And, you know, it's probably really close to here. If I wanted to, I could probably just head south. Honestly, should I just do that? Come to think of it? I mean, it could literally be right here, for all I know. Or it could be all the way down here-ish, which is a bit more of a trip, but honestly, really not that far away. I mean, I kind of have the inventory space for it. Huh. Or I did until just now. No, we're gonna return one final time. Eventually. For now, I'm just gonna take care of some more miscellaneous business. Mostly in the Khanate. And then we want to go back to the Undercrow. I guess also back to Wither. Wait. If I want to gain Storm's attention. No, that entire thing, that's never gonna be my canonical decision, right? Potentially destroying London, and then stealing the Zeppelin. That's all gonna be a side adventure, basically. A guide-in, if you will, where, yeah, I'm gonna return to London first, because I'm pretty sure I need a live specimen, and possibly something else I can also acquire in London. Actually, let me just double check real quick. Okay, just some wine, actually. And live specimen. So both of those things I can get in London, so yeah. I guess that's how I'm gonna do that then. But first we have to return. But yeah, Khanate, Undercrow, London, I suppose. And then I'm probably going to take care of that little side adventure, just to experience what that is all about. And the destruction of the Zeppelin too, so I need to get wine, a flare, and a live specimen. Go to Wither, go to Empire of Hands. Yeah, a bit of a trip, but, you know, it's fine. I'm gonna do all the traveling off camera. In fact, will I be able to do that this episode? No, obviously not. I will make my way over to the Khanate, though, so at least we should be able to take a look at a few of the things there. Maybe not all the things. I think what I want to do there includes building a spy network, because I believe that is what the diplomat in London asked me to do. So yeah, that's a thing. It's probably gonna take up a significant portion of the next episode, if I had to guess. Anyway, I'll make a cut there and see you in a second. Okay, so I decided, well, actually I stopped by Count's Shadow first, and there were no new options there at all. Then I decided to head to Khan's Glory next, because I expected most of, if not all of the things I was actually going to do to happen in Khan's Heart, and I think that is actually the case, because nothing here in Khan's Glory looks different, or seems new. However, I have rediscovered what you can do with Drowning Pearls, which I happen to have a billion of, as you can see. And that is gaining favor with the Tiemen, which in turn you can trade in for favor with the Leopards, or the Leopard, which is, I think, the king or the royal court, or whatever. So, and we need that in order to... Yeah, we need 5 of that to be allowed access to the Nephrite Quarter. Which, yeah. I mean, I guess I could do that. I think we currently have... Can we see? It doesn't tell us how much we have, but I guess I'll use this. Okay, now I have 2 favors Leopard's Condescension. Right. So basically, I trade 20 Drowning Pearls for one of these which I have enough to do, so why not, I guess? It's gonna take a bit of clicking and scrolling, as these things usually do. There, and it gives us another one. Oh, wait. Oh, again, 2. I'm dumb. So I only needed to do it 2 more times. Didn't even catch that before. Or was it only 1 before and it's random? I don't know. Either way, only 1 more of these. So, well, 4 more of these. So there's 2, 3, 4, and ask the leopard contacts to intercede with the Timon. Oh, right. You can also do it the other way around, but obviously we don't want that. Offer strategic information to the Timon. Huh. Treason is such an old-fashioned word. Was this even an option before? Or maybe I just didn't see it. Okay. Take a meeting concerning a matter of no importance. So I could gain the Khanate's favor, I suppose, but only if you haven't raised your suspicion level basically at all. Okay, anyway, we want this. Yes. It's now 6, which means we can do this. This gives access to the Nephite Quarter. Okay. The Clan of the Leopard grants trade licenses to foreigners. Okay, so maybe they're not... Maybe they have nothing immediately to do with the Khan at all, and I just thought that for some reason. Here the palaces of the Khan and his court, each a fortress to itself. The Khan and his court, each a fortress to itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted robes, breakfast on balconies, an unlikely antelope peeks at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. Right, okay. The royal clan... Okay, so the leopard is the Khan's own clan. I see. Okay, I did not make that up. Good. Anyway, Khan's glory, petition to access the Nephite Quarter, a grand ceremony. The effusive official is today attended by 3 servants and a blue priest, each carrying a candle of a different color. He speaks a formula in Kaganian, in Greek, and in one of the languages of the Elder Continent. Okay, interesting. What's the word? Selection, I guess. You're anointed with oils and presented with a pair of sharkskin gloves. The blue priest admits you to a slightly less debased echelon of foreigners and... Or is it echelon? Never quite sure. And blesses you in the name of the deep blue heaven. Not the deep blue sea? After that, you start filling in forms. Cool. And I lost 5 favors that way. But I have the Nephite ring now. Token permitting you to trade in the Khanate. Specifically in Khan's heart, where we are headed. So that's convenient. Right, there's no trading happening here. Not immediately. And I could keep doing that. Actually, yeah, I could reduce my suspicion. Do I want that? Anthe, flourishing intelligence, no more than 0. Begin at Khan's glory and continue at Anthe. I mean, it is a quest that I could probably do. Let's see here. How much does this... Okay, here... you need 3 to reduce your suspicion. Probably not going to run out of Drowning Pearls anytime soon, but let's see. Lost 4 menaces, okay. So I also only need to do this 2 more times to completely reduce any suspicion. Remove any suspicion. I mean, I guess there is no harm in doing that, even if I'm not going to end up going through with that quest. Because I'm not sure if to what degree I can follow this quest line and not screw things up permanently in London, perhaps. Anyway, I want to do this. Oh, wait. It is randomized? Oh. Okay, so I might need to do it more than once, but, you know, that's totally fine. Plus 2 more, it's, okay. So I definitely need to do it 1 more time. Unless it can also only reduce it by 1, if you're unlucky. Either way... Okay, and now it's... I got 4 again, all the way down to 0. Cool, and now we can pick this. Interesting. I guess I might as well. There is a place one doesn't speak of. Officially, a former servant of the Timon who did not engage in the gathering of strategic information did not disappear to the undersea port of Anthe, which officially does not exist. At length you hear what the servant did not look like and strict prohibitions against pursuing him. Officially, no one in Khan's glory would have any interest or be at all inclined to reward you with money and connections if you were to go to Anthe. They would not care for a report of his situation or any information he may be unable to bring home. Okay, well then, I guess I'm just not going to go there. If I'm so strongly discouraged from doing that. Anthe is actually not that far away. Should I do that right now, perhaps? I mean, I'm pretty sure there are going to be a ton of things to do in Khan's Heart. So that's definitely going to take a while, but I can quickly head over to Anthe, see what's what, and maybe even return to Khan's glory. I mean, sure, why not? Okay, I am in Anthe, and so what happened was that there were no options that seemed to have anything to do with finding this Karganian spy or whoever immediately. So I figured, I thought actually that when I picked up the quest, it mentioned like a crystallization of the brain or something, or the intellect. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. Either way, I thought that I was missing some sort of crystallization in order to gain access to whichever part of Anthe the guy might be hiding, or being hidden away in. Who knows? And so I had to get another point of maximum sharpness, which I had a 42% chance of success with my 100 hearts, and yet I managed to fail that. Well, I got it immediately, or on the second try, when I was just trying to fool around, and I think I happened upon the correct sharpness to pick right away. So then when I went back to do it in one go, of course it took me like 6 reloads at a 42% chance of success. Yeah. I mean, all that happens when you fail is some extra terror, but since we're already at 38, Anyway, that's that, and the next one is gonna be down to 36%, but that's fine. Because, the liver seems to do the trick, or maybe there are multiple options. The only other two that we haven't taken yet are groin and skin. I didn't even know we were this crystallized, but apparently. I mean, it never has any impact on anything else in the game, right? Which I talked about that not making any sense when we were dealing with Anthe previously. Anyway, go shop in the liver. Take on a proud indifference to toxins. Fraternize with spies. Okay, never mind. If I had actually read this or remembered it, it would have given me a clue, wouldn't it? With spies, assassins, professional poisoners, and those who need to survive on strange diets. Okay. Alright, so it's not just completely random at all. The Salon of Silver Salts. When you've grown liver sharp, you may take the left exit from the main chamber of Anthe and descend a staircase gritty underfoot. The Salon of Silver Salts is hung with small lights, and the inhabitants look ordinary. They're sipping arsenical teas and dining on poisonous toadstools. A woman in the corner offers a constant flow of wit at the expense of jaundiced victims. Another wears the tattered remains of an Iron and Misery uniform. And, most importantly, gather flourishing intelligence among the sharp-livered. Flourishing intelligence. That's the one. Okay. I just misunderstood, but this should be... Oh yeah. That's exactly what we need to do. They know the contact you're seeking, but he's not here. He's gone sharp in the liver, no doubt, says the woman with the Venom Ruby ring. But he's also a student of codes and encryptions, and that has taken him to the chambers of the tongue. Oh. Wait, but we do have access to that. The man next to her makes a face. Those people are all terribly rude, he says. Stay here with us. Okay. Seek your spy. Right. We have the acumination of the tongue. Low risk challenge, but not guaranteed. You will always receive information towards your quest, but you may also gain a bonus. I mean, I want that bonus. Thank you very much. Information in great supply. I failed in a challenge. What is going on today? The game is not friendly. Come on, surely we can do this. In great supply? Okay, there we go. Your query answers your question in macaronic riddle verse, using words from 3 languages, 1 allusion to Khanate post-fall epic tradition, and 1 clue formed entirely from whistling noises. He wouldn't want to make it too easy for you. That would be an insult. You come away with a better understanding of the strategy of Khan's glory and more than enough information to fulfill your quest. Okay, that was that. I was wondering if I would be going through all the different sharpness areas. But no, thankfully, it seems to only require liver and tongue. I hope there's not a downside to having an additional sharpness, but I mean, as I said, it never makes any difference anywhere outside of Anthe itself, so I guess it should be okay. Right. The Khanate may not be allowed to acknowledge the land beneath the waves, but it knows what's down here. Alright. And oh, I get a secret. Okay, that's kind of worth it, I guess. Worth reloading a couple of times for. Okay. Back to Khan's glory then, I suppose. Or should I save that for next time so this doesn't become extra long? Yeah, I mean, I guess we can start with that. See what comes next, perhaps. I mean, surely this is only the start of some sort of quest line. And as I said, whether or how far I'm going to pursue it, we'll see. If it seems like at some point I'm going to permanently tip the balance, perhaps, in the favor of the Khanate, I don't think I want to do that. Except perhaps just to experience it once and then reload. But we'll see. Maybe this is not going to upset anyone. London specifically. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'll make my way back to Khan's glory, and then we're going to check out what happens there, and then what happens in Khan's heart. And depending on how that goes, maybe we'll even deliver the final message to the almost dead men before we return to London once more. But yeah, we'll see how much of that we can achieve next time. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.